The second essay. The second essay is in section B, item number 7. This is given as a smile as the chosen vehicle of all ambiguities. A smile is the chosen vehicle of all ambiguities. This was given by Herman Melville. Herman Melville was a writer and he gave this statement, and let us explore this statement, whether the statement is totally true or partially true. What is the truth in this particular statement? While we're writing an essay, we know pretty well we have to have a hook to attract the audience. Here the examiner we have to attract. How can we do this? It is by giving a startling aspect or a very, very important event. In this particular essay, we can go by the picture of Mona Lisa, the smile of Mona Lisa. The smile of Mona Lisa is very, very intriguing even today. Most of the people are unable to understand what is the meaning of that particular smile. Now that is a very interesting aspect with which we can start the essay, and then we must go for the thesis statement. What is the proposition? What is the proposal you want to give to the examiner? So this thesis statement, as I told you earlier, it comes by exploring the particular essay. After exploration, after brainstorming, you are going to arrive at the thesis statement, and that goes into the introductory part of the particular essay. Now let us come to this thesis statement later. Now let us proceed with another important step. The another important step is to define the key terms. As usual, the key terms here are the smile and ambiguity. What is smile? Smile is an expression on the face of any person to convey happiness. Normally that is what is meant by a smile. Now the another important word called ambiguity. The entire thing lies here. Ambiguity, what do we mean by this word ambiguity? The state of having more than one possible meaning, one word or a statement that can be understood in more than one way, are difficult to understand. So this is the way how the meaning of the word called ambiguity is defined. Now the question is the scope. We must understand what is the scope of the topic here. Whether smile is a chosen vehicle of all ambiguities. Now the given statement says all ambiguities. The word all denotes always. Now the question is it so? Means whether we are using smile all the time as a vehicle to convey our ambiguities. So this is the question. Do we always choose a smile as a vehicle to convey ambiguous messages? Whether a small baby while smile at mother and father chooses smile as a vehicle to convey ambiguous feeling? That's another important aspect. Whether we always choose a smile to convey ambiguous feelings to our friends, near and dear. No, we cannot say that we are following this thing. So not at all, we don't follow the ambiguity while we smile at our friends, closed ones. So the question is whether the statement given by the author is a gospel truth. No, we are very clear that we are not using smile as a chosen vehicle all the time. So when we are arriving this thing, then we are very clear about what we want to convey. Now friends, remember the nature of the smile is very, very important. What is the nature of the smile? Human being is the only animal in nature who can smile with consciousness. This is a very, very important aspect we must understand. Smile is contagious. See, once a person smiles, automatically the people in and around, they also go for smiling. So the smile is contagious. And smile is an universal language. Even if you don't know any language, by smile you can convey a lot of meanings to others. And smile makes people really human. That means when you smile, you appear to be a human being to others. If you are proud, you are showing anger, it is just like an animal. So the point here is, You want to show that you're a good human being, that will be revealed by a smile on your face. Friends, remember the smile, the power of the smile. Another important aspect you must also take into consideration, what is the power of the smile? Smile is a small curve that can set right all curves. That means a small curve is going to set right all curves, means whatever is there in the mind of other people, that can be rectified by giving a small smile. So smile conveys far more information. That means in a smile you are conveying a lot of information. That's in a very positive way, sometimes of course, maybe in an ambiguous way also. So smile brightens the life of self and others. When you smile, you feel very happy. Others, you can also make others happy by smiling. Smile is used as a social skill to get the desired effect or the result. So smile is very, very essential. It has a lot of power. And that's the reason a proverb is there in China, a man should not open a shop if he has no smile. So that is the power of the smile. And we must also understand another important factor while going for this brainstorm, that is called conscious use of smile. Because of man's natural endowment of awareness, he can use smile consciously. So the conscious use of the smile is another important factor for the human beings. So generally, smile is used for positive purposes, for getting intimacy with other people. But sometimes smile may be chosen to convey ambiguous messages also. Now the question is, when to choose smile as a vehicle for ambiguities? So sometimes we have to go by this. We go for this type of chosen vehicle for conveying ambiguous messages based on a situation. That's very important. When you are facing a critical situation where you find that conveying the message is a very, very irksome situation, there you are going to choose this type of ambiguity by putting a smile on your face. Now, smile is also used as a device to buy time in a very critical situation. It is also used to convey some helplessness. Sometimes it is used to maintain confidence in a panicky situation. Sometimes smile is also used as an ambiguity to be more diplomatic. So these are the situations where smile can be used as a vehicle to convey the ambiguities. But there is a lot of danger. So you must also explore what are the dangers of ambiguity. The danger of the ambiguity is if we pretend, people will see through fake smiles. If the people come to know that you are putting fake smiles on your face, then you lose your credibility, and that's the end of the relationship. So that's the reason we must be very careful while putting the smile. The genuine smile is very, very important. Now, another important area is, where does ambiguity really lie? Where does ambiguity really lie? Whether it is in the conveyor or the person who is conveying the message or is putting the ambiguity, or the person who is receiving the message. So this is a very interesting aspect, very important. Normally, a smile is used as a vehicle to convey ambiguous messages by both, but mostly by the receiver. Receiver takes it as an ambiguity, not the conveyor all the time. So mostly the receivers, they face this problem. You might have heard in Ramayana, Lakshmana, when the entire people came from Lanka to Ayodhya, Rama was about to be coronated. Everybody was very happy. At the time, Lakshmana smiled. Lakshmana smiled because for 14 years, sleep didn't come to him. Entire the court of sleep was borne by his wife Urmila. So when he came back to Ayodhya, he is feeling sleepy. So then he thought, oh, this is the way how after 14 years I'm getting sleep. So he smiled like that. But others, like including Rama, Sita, then Vibhishana, Hanuman, all these people, they interpreted the smile in different ways. They got the ambiguity in their ways. So that is one important area we must understand. In fact, in the case of Mahabharata, Duryodhana also, it is said, misunderstood the smile of Draupadi, and a big war happened. And another important incident from Mahabharata, Sisupala was scolding Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna was putting smile on his face. Sri Krishna was putting smile on his face because he gave 100 boons to his aunt, and this fellow was violating that thing. So with the pain he was showing the uh, face, but that fellow interpreted the scorn like that. So this is the misinterpretation. But there is another important aspect. Some people interpret in a nice way, in a right way. For example, Angulimala understood the smile on the face of Gautama Buddha, and he got enlightened because he understood what Gautama Buddha was conveying to him. So Angulimala understood Buddha and got enlightenment. That's the reason, friends, Buddha in his Astangik Marga said, develop samyak drushti. The way how we look at things should be in the right path, the right way. So that's the reason when a person gives the smile, we must be in the right frame of mind to understand why this person is putting the smile on his face. We should not misunderstand people. We should not see that they are scorn us or rebuke us, or maybe they're putting a very sinful or maybe a smile which is hurting us. No, smile is to be understood in the right perspective. Now, to understand the smile in right perspective, we must go for another important factor. Develop the skill to read a smile. Develop the skill to read the smile. One poet said very beautifully, when you smile or when you weep. When you smile or when you weep, tears come, but others may not understand what lies in the tears, whether you are getting the tears out of pain, whether you are getting tears out of pleasure. So it lies in the onlookers, how they are understanding these things. Great people like Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi, they're all very great people. You find these people always with a smile. Now the thing is, what of a smile they are putting on their face? This is very, very important. So friends, to understand the smile, to read the smile, what is important, we have to understand emotional intelligence to understand the true meaning of a smile, because you are going to understand your smile, your intentions behind the smile. That's called self-awareness. You must also develop the social awareness. Thereby, we can easily understand the meaning of the smile of the other people. Now, another important factor we must also understand is the role of smile in life. The role of smile in life, whether it is the vehicle for almost or to convey only ambiguities or something else. The role of smile in life, smile is not like paying income tax. Some of the people, they never smile. But smile is the natural tendency of the human being. So better always to give smile and understand the smile of others, whether you are a ruler, an administrator, or a common man. Most of the administrators normally, they are very stern, they don't show their smiling faces. But most important thing we have to see is that smile is a universal language, and smile is very, very important. Whenever we have to show certain feelings, there may go for the ambiguity. Otherwise, plain smile is very, very important. So serve with a smile is the motto of most of the organizations. So that is a very, very important aspect. Now, after discussion of all these things, we arrive at the thesis statement. What is the thesis statement now we are arriving at? Smile may be used sometimes as a chosen vehicle for all ambiguities. Smile may be used sometimes as a chosen vehicle for all ambiguities, but a smile normally is used to show affection, friendship, and happiness to others. Now, the thesis statement can be written like this. Smile may be used sometimes as a chosen vehicle for all the ambiguities, but a smile normally is used to show affection, friendship, and happiness to others. This is the then you go by the concluding part. This thesis statement goes to the introductory part, thereby you are going to prepare an outline and you are going to write the essay. Finally, I would like to say that history, first essay, smile, the second essay, both the essays are not the gospels, they're half truths. We have to see from both the perspectives. Only partially they are true. That is to be given, and the other aspects also are to be dealt. Approach should always be balanced, and the taking sides on both the sides and arriving at the truth is very, very important. So both the essays are testing the balanced approach of the candidates. If we understand the intention of the UPSC, we can write excellent essays and you can easily get very good marks. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.